Hi everyone, it's Kim from Inside My Money and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then the whole purpose of what we do here is we help you build practical money habits. We use HomeBank as our method for tracking our spending so that we can see where our money's going. And then we use that to understand our spending, our behaviors, and how we can be better with money. So also, if you are new, then please go back and have a look at a whole bunch of our other HomeBank videos. They start you right from the beginning where you can download HomeBank onto your computer, and they take you right through on how to use HomeBank. And if you've ever got any questions or things that you think you would like us to show you, then please just ask those questions. We're happy to answer them. So in our last video, we started to take a step back and not just dissect our spending, but we want to look at our accounts and see how we're going towards our goals. So in this video, we're going to take the information that we got out of HomeBank and we're going to put it into our new monthly dashboard. Now, before we do that, I'm going to show you just a couple of reports and graphs that you can use. If you don't want to put your information into Excel, then that's absolutely fine. HomeBank still gives you a good progress report, I suppose, in various different other smaller reports. So you can always see how you're going, whether you're trying to decrease debt or save for a house, save for a car, save for your future. You can see all of that progress in HomeBank. So I will quickly show you those reports. And then if you don't want to watch any more, you can tune out and keep playing around with HomeBank. So what you can use is in the balance report, if you want to see how your balance is progressing for a particular particular account, then you go into the balance report, you choose month, and you choose your date. It might be for the last 12 months. Go to the end of the latest month, and then you just pick on your date. And this shows you the money in, the money out, and then your balance changing over time. Now you can put that into a graph form so you can get a quick view to see, okay, what happened in our everyday account. We did quite well in November, but it's been dropping a little bit since then, and it's sort of evened out a bit. Or you can see what's happening in a debt, like a credit card, remembering that obviously this is going to be negative, so it's going to be below the zero. But you can see from here that they were spending a fair bit on their credit card, but they've made a concerted effort to drop that back, and now they're keeping their balance more around the $500 a month mark instead. So that was a conscious decision to use the credit card less and to just put the money through their everyday account more. You can also see what's happening in their maybe in their investments. They've both got KiwiSaver, which is a New Zealand sort of superannuation type fund. So they have been continuously saving into that KiwiSaver. They want to use it to buy their first home, which they're allowed to do in New Zealand. So you can see that the jumps is not just them savings, but it's capital gains, that when their investment increases in value, they've been putting that into their HomeBank as well. So it's really starting to capture everything that they're doing with their money. You can't export this out. You can print it. But what you can also do is go into the statistics report and you can choose time and choose account. And then you can choose your date range. And again, I just always make it to the latest month. What you can do with this report is you can see how much you're saving, whether you are saving each month across your different accounts. This isn't a balance report, but it does show you net money in and out. So you can see in the month of May, they did save about $2,700. The month of August was a lot more, but that was because they put in the gains, the capital gains, on their investments. And then again in July last year, they didn't save as much, and you can see why that was. The credit card went up by quite a lot, and you can click on a month and you can see why that happened and dissect that a bit further. So those are, and you can also export this information out into Excel if you wanted to, and you can see it in other graphical forms. So that's just a quick way of doing it if you don't want to use Excel. For everybody who wants to now keep building their monthly dashboard, then stay tuned because we're going to get into that part now. So what we'll do is I'm going to just show you the spreadsheet that we've been building. So over the last couple of months, we've been building ourselves a dashboard. We started with our spending and we looked at our discretionary spending and picked a couple of different categories that we wanted to focus on. And we also looked at our big bills. What we're going to do this month now is we're going to just keep building on this. We're going to put in our balances and maybe some goals that we might have set. We're going to do some graphs for our account movements, for our groups, and then progress against goals. And that will give you those graphs that you can just update every month. First thing we're doing is we're creating a new tab called Balances and Savings. Right, so to make it easier to see, I'm going to split my screen. So I'm just going to click on the Windows key and then the left arrow to put this spreadsheet on the left, and I'll have HomeBank on the right. That means I can very easily pick up the balances that I need. So if you're trying to put in previous month's balances, then the best thing to do is to go up to Reports and go Balance, like I showed you a minute ago. Again, push that to the right. Go by month, and I'm going to just take the 12 months, but I'm going to actually move this to begin in January to the end of this last month in March, and then I'm going to start putting my balances in. So we've started with the credit card, and as you can see, I've just put in a column for account, a column for the group, and then month by month. And this is just a manual process of entering in the numbers. So we have negative 1,067 in January for the credit card, negative 582 and 496 for March. Then you'll see I've got a latest balance column, and I put that in so that as I move across month by month, this always picks up the last balance. It means you're going to have to update the cell. So for next month, it's going to be F2, but that's the only thing that you'll update for this one, so it won't be too difficult. So I'll just go ahead and put in the rest of these numbers, and then I'll see you back here in a minute. Now then I want a column called Growth Since Last Month so I can see the change. And again, this is just going to be the latest balance minus the previous month. So it will be for February. So that is, those totals are all correct. And that gives me my net movement for the month. Now I've also set a target. These people have decided that they want to set some goals, and so they've set their target. And then I've got a final column here. I'll just shrink that down, you'll see it more easily. Got a final column here, difference to target, and that just tells us how well they're going compared to their goals. So now we can make this bigger, and we can use this to create our graphs. So we go back to our dashboard. The first graph that we want to create is a graph showing us the overall movements in all of these accounts. So we're going to insert a chart, and I'm going to go to Chart Design, select the data, and I'm going to go over to Balances and Savings, and I want all of those, including my total, and I want my growth since last month. And that gives me the amount of money that we saved last month, and I can put in some data labels that will help. I might just make this a bit bigger to make it easier to see. Let's add in some extra lines. You can make this as big as small as you want. And so you can see very quickly that last month they saved just over $3,000. Some of it came from the KiwiSaver. Most of it they put into their house fund. Their emergency fund got some. Their debt did go down. I'm just going to move these labels because they are getting in the way. So I'll just push them across to be on the other side. Their everyday account went down a little bit, and their credit card also went down a bit. So that gives you a breakdown. And then next month, when you go in and put your next lot of information in, that should pick that up for that following month. Keeping in mind, you can also filter and take out some of the accounts if you don't want all of them there. Like you won't want that space there. That was a space in the numbers. So now we're going to create 3 individual graphs for the account groups so that you can step back and see how you're going with your short-term, long-term savings and debt. So we're going to insert a graph, up into insert, and we're going to go for the total and make that bigger. And then we're going to select the data, balances and savings. We're going to take everything to the latest balance and go OK. Right, and so this gives us everything, but we don't want all of it. We just want to see the short-term savings. So we take out credit card, everyday account, and the 2 long-term ones in that spare gap. And that shows us how we've gone there. If you switch row and column, then you will get it month, but they will layer on top of each other for the total. So we just take out group. And then we can choose whatever layout we want. And so that's how you create your first graph. And then you can simply copy and paste for the long-term savings. And you can change these colors if you don't like the greens. They are quite green, so it can be quite hard to see. So I would change the colors, but I'll leave you to do that. Long-term savings. And so with this, you're just going to use your little funnel to filter because you don't want the short-term stuff. You just want the long-term stuff. Apply. And so that gives you that. You would just paste and move across. So our next one is progress against goals. So we're going to insert another graph, but this time we're going to choose our 2D bar. This one's going to be longer. We're going to select the data, balances and savings. We want the accounts. We want the latest balance. And we want our target. And then we go OK. So I've just gone ahead and just finished formatting that progress against goals chart. And I've just simply made it the same as the one above so that I have the numbers at the bottom and I have my labels on there with a white, obviously a white fill so that it's easier to see. So you can see that they are making good progress against their long-term savings, against their shorter term savings, and also with their debt. So what you can do now is if you want to have just a quick visual at the top showing you what amount of money you've got in your different accounts, apart from what you've got in HomeBank, then we can enter the numbers up above. Now I'm going to just pick up all of my totals for my goals from my balances and savings. So my everyday account is going to be equal to the target there of 10,000. And then my short-term savings is going to be equal to the target of the emergency fund plus the house fund plus the big bills. And then my long-term savings is going to be equal to the 2 KiwiSavers for the target. And we'll make all of these bigger so that they are easier to see. And the debt is going to be equal to the target for the debt. And then I'm going to go back into HomeBank and pick up my final balances of where everything is at the moment. The everyday account is currently sitting at 7133.55. The short-term savings, now because we've grouped these, it makes it a lot easier. That is 29,508.17, and this is just going to round to make things easier, and 93,082.03. And then the debt is currently negative 496.42. So when I look at my dashboard now, I should have just a quick visual of where the balances are at compared to where I want them to be. I have my account movements graph, which shows me where my savings went, like what made up my savings across the last month, and I can see how I'm going against the different accounts. I have account group movements from a bigger picture point of view, where everything's going from a short-term, long-term, and debt point of view. I have my progress against my goals in a more graphical form. I can see how I'm going on the couple of things that I'm tracking, and I can see where I'm spending most of that big bills money. When do those bigger bills tend to hit so that I can prepare? So that's really moving our dashboard along nicely. There's a couple of extra things that I want to show you in the future, but we'll leave it there for now. Now, also please tune in to our monthly challenge. This month, we're going to be talking about, again, stepping back and seeing how we can grow our money rather than analyzing all of our spending. It's taking a different approach to increasing savings or just trying to grow that money incrementally. Remember, it's not the big things that make the difference, it's the small stuff. So check out that challenge. We have a lot more tools and resources on the website, www.insidemymoney.co.nz. So go over there and have a look at all of those. Keep the feedback and the comments coming. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. There's also going to be, there's an update to HomeBank. So I will be going through the latest updates to HomeBank. I'll be doing that in another video as well. So stay tuned and we'll talk to you again.